get low when the whistle go.
10. Chevrolet Camaro Z28 of 1967. The car was driven by a ROM. The factory 5.8-liter engine generated 254 horsepower. Top speed was not quite 200 km per hour, and average fuel consumption was 20 liters per 100 km. In the film, the car was involved in the Ramsey rebound scene. 9. Dodge Challenger SRT. A 2011 car driven by Letty. The factory 6.4-liter HEMI engine generated 431 horsepower. Top speed was not quite 280 km per hour, and average fuel consumption was 18 liters per 100 km. In the film, the car was involved in the scene of the Ramsey rescue and the rescue of Brain from the falling bus. 8. Plymouth Barracuda. A 1970 car driven by Letty in a desert race. The factory 7.0-liter HEMI engine generated 290 horsepower. Top speed was not quite 220 km per hour, and the car accelerated to 100 km in 7 seconds. 7. Aston Martin DB9. The 2005 car driven by Deckard Shaw in the final Toretto crash. The factory 5.9-liter V12 engine generated 480 horsepower. Top speed is 300 km per hour, and the car accelerated to 104.9 seconds. The average fuel consumption per 100 km is 17 liters. 6. Maserati Ghibli. The 2014 car driven by Deckard Shaw in the first Toretto crash. The factory 3.0-liter type engine generated 410 horsepower. Top speed is 385 km per hour, and the car accelerated to 104.8 seconds. The average fuel consumption per 100 km is 12 liters. 5. Bugatti Veyron. The 2011 car driven by Rom in the arrival scene in Dubai. The factory 8.0-liter Type W16 engine generated 1001 horsepower. Top speed is 432 km per hour, and the car accelerated to 102.5 seconds. The average fuel consumption per 100 km is 25 liters. The car had the title of the fastest in the world for a long time. 4. Nissan GT-R R35. The 2012 car driven by Brajan in the scene recovering the Eye of God. The car is a reference to the iconic Skyline R34 used in previous parts. The factory 3.8-liter engine generated 550 horsepower. Top speed is 334 km per hour, and the car accelerated to 102.8 seconds. The car was nicknamed Godzilla in the world. 3. Dodge Charger RT. The 1970 car driven by Dominic Toretto in the final crash scene with Shaw. The car is a reference to the muscle cars from previous parts. The factory 7.0-liter HEMI engine generated 431 horsepower. Top speed was 235 km per hour, and the car accelerated to 106.0 seconds. The average fuel consumption was 22 liters. In the film, the car is presented as if it had over 1,000 horsepower, which allows the front axle to be jacked up. 2. Lykan Hypersport. The 2014 car was shown in the iconic scene of jumping over sky office buildings. In Dubai, the factory 3.7-liter Boxer engine generated 770 horsepower and 1,000 Newton meters. Top speed was 395 km per hour, and the car accelerated to 102.8 seconds. Average fuel consumption was 20 liters. In the film, the car was presented as a supercar that is bulletproof. 1. Toyota Supra MK4. The now iconic 1998 car was shown in Brajan's iconic Good Bay scene. The car has featured in previous installments and is recognized as a piece of pop culture. The factory 3.0-liter 2JZ engine generated 280 horsepower. Top speed was 250 km per hour, and the car accelerated to 105.1 seconds. Average fuel consumption was 11 liters. The scene as well as the car has been attributed as a legend in the world of the Fast and Furious.